All right, so you can see the problem here is that when I try to line it up, this little metal piece is getting blocked by that solder. And while I can line that one up, or I could line that one up, I can't get it all the way down close enough to line that one up. And I'm not sure what to do because I need to tow my rig tomorrow. This could be a showstopper. I don't know. I got to think about this. Well, one thing's for sure, if there ever was a competition for installing your Gen Y gooseneck kit, the little hitch thing, into the back of a pickup truck, I think I win. Doesn't get better than this. Welcome to another episode of Dave and Kathy Unplugged, where here I am at Caxambas Park on Marco Island in Florida. And this is Big Blue behind me, my 2019 F-350, looking great. Listen, I picked it up a few months ago, went up to North Carolina, then out to Colorado, and then back to North Carolina. And I just drove it down here from North Carolina the other day. Amazing, 60-gallon gas tank, and I didn't even have to fill up. I drove 885 miles, and I still had 200 miles of range left with this vehicle. It's just amazing. Got about 19 miles to the gallon. This week, we're going to be towing our Brinkley Z3100 for the first time. And I've got the Gen Y gooseneck hitch. But the thing is, I needed to get the gooseneck hitch to be able to put in the back. So I've got that, and today I'm going to be setting it up and bolting it in. So let's get into this episode and check it out. All right, so there it is. This is 137,000 miles on this thing now. And I picked it up with 131,000 miles, and it's looking really good. It was had a lot of dog hair in it when I got it back from Kyle. He didn't have time to sort of clean it out, but it's looking good now. So in the back, you will see that I've got this box here, and this has got the GH21001. This is a 5-inch offset ball puck mount. So you can see it pictured right there on the right-hand side. This is for Ford 2017, the current. This is a 2019, so that's good. So what's interesting about this setup is you'll notice that I have where the hitch normally would go is right there. But with this Gen Y GoosePuck, it's going to offset, and it's going to put that 5 inches behind here. So I need to get this in here today, bolted down. And the reason for that is because tomorrow I'm going to be moving the Z3100 from the storage place over in Cypress Trail Resort, and I'm going to be moving it onto our lot. So, and I'm actually going to be taking it to get it car washed at Big Ass Car Wash up in Fort Myers, which should be fun. That'll be the first time that I ever tow my Brinkley. So for all of those who say, Dave, he doesn't know what he's doing with RVing, you're absolutely right. And what I would love is for you to join me on this adventure. Now, I've got my towing rig here, and I love this truck. I absolutely love this truck. But now it's all about putting myself in a position where I can go tow my Brinkley for the first time. So there'll be lots of interesting action going on this week with the RV, and we're going to start with putting up this, or installing this GoosePuck, I guess that's what you call it, gooseneck hitch right over in there. So let's do the unboxing. All right, so I've opened the box, and you can see, look at oh man, is this thing super heavy, incredible. And then it's got this other piece here, which I guess is going to get mounted. I don't even know how this works. We're going to figure this out together. But everyone tells me this is what you need for the Gen Y hitch that I've got installed on my Z3100. So let's try and figure this out. One of the main benefits with going with the gooseneck is it's just so much less artillery in the bed of the truck. I mean, think about it. It's just this piece right here and that piece right there. So normally, if you're going with a fifth wheel hitch, you've got this huge contraption that can weigh quite a bit. Although this is super heavy and solid, it doesn't weigh anything near what a true fifth wheel hitch weighs. So what I've learned is just installing this in there allows you put a lot more stuff in the bed, and then when you need to take it out, it's super easy to take it out and store it and I could actually put it right in. I think it would easily fit under my seats over in here, which is great. I've got all my tie downs in there. So yeah, so let me jump in the back of the bed, figure this out. There are no instructions. That's my kind of install. I don't need any stinking instructions. Let's just get this done. What I'm hoping is that my Amazon Basics toolkit has big enough hardware tools to be able to put this thing in. I think it will, but let's see. Now, the one thing that doesn't work on my truck is this, I've got like a step that's in here, and for those of you who watched the delivery of this vehicle, you can kind of see the color is even off on it. It's kind of weird. So yeah, that thing's toast. I'm going to have to get a new step here. Some of the newer model Super Duties, they have steps that you can fit into here, or you can put on over here. I'm going to see if I can get an aftermarket. I'll have to determine if I'm going to replace this step or not. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this thing right here to get up into the back of the truck and just get in, climb in and over. Okay, there we go. All right, so now let's see how this fits and what I need to do. Let's look at the parts. We've got 3 bolts, 3 nuts, got a big 2 of these, big nuts there, big nuts, and wow, this is some heavy artillery. And this is basically how I think it goes, although maybe it's upside down right now. I think that's upside down. Let me figure that out. All right, I see how this works now. You stick this in here, just like that, and you put this one over in here, just like that, and then this will sit basically right like that, and this one will sit like that. And then what I need to do is just bolt this thing on. So I think I'm going to attach these right now with the big nuts, and then the cotter pins will go in there. And then I can take this whole thing out and attach the smaller bolts to the hitch. So you can see this is where the 5th wheel would connect, but this is 5-inch offset. That's where the gooseneck is going to connect. Good design, really solid, very simple, easy. Put that on. I'm going to have to tighten that down, but let me just hand tighten that right there. We'll do the second one. Just get that sort of hand tightened. All right, now we're going to flip. Now we're going to take this whole thing out and put the small bolts on there. Super easy. All right. Sometimes you got to turn things upside down in order to make them work. And yeah, this is pretty easy. So I've got my wrench here, and I'm just going to tighten this up, and then we're going to put it in. And then I think we're done. This is really well designed. Very nice. All right. Never goes easy, right? You can see this spot right here kind of comes out, and it needs to fit right over this piece flush. But you can see the solder seam right here seems to be a little bit, I don't know if sloppy is the right term, or maybe a little excess material there. But I'm going to try to fit it to get all 3 of these bolts in there. I can get 2, but the center one is not great. So let me do my best here, finagle this. Well, in the meantime, I just did the easy work. I just tightened these 2 down right over there. So these are nice and tight right now. But I still am having this issue of this extra solder right there getting in the way. I really am not sure what to do. It definitely needs to be sanded down or something. Machine shop could help me for sure. But that's a shame. I'm a little surprised that I'm running into this, because it's just not fitting. Not good. Well, folks, for all of you who are laughing at me, it's okay. You live and learn. Because what I did is I turned this over, and you can see that's the clean spot. That's where it needs to go. It needs to go under, not over. Come on, Dave. Yeah, I did play with blocks as a kid, but this is a pretty sophisticated block. Anyway, onward and upward. Let's keep going. Oh, that's why you guys love this channel, because you can laugh at me. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so now the world is good. We've got it the correct way. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten these bolts up right here. And then we're going to be done, I think. This is awesome. There we go. All right, well, there it is. And all I needed was my Amazon toolkit. Just this one socket. What was it? I don't even know what size. 15 millimeter. Yeah, baby. All right. So you can see everything is perfect now. So now it's time to put it in place right over there. Okay, so now that I have this Gen Y hitch here, we're gonna put it in, line it up. There we go. Okay, now basically just pull this up and then it pops down, and then there we go. There. That's in there. Okay. Then I just need these two pins. Which side do they go in? Oh, right up here. Okay, one there. And one here. Okay. And then the last thing is this safety pin right here, which we just put right through. Oh, wait. Heavy duty stuff. Let's see. What in the heck? Huh. That's in there. Maybe it needs to go. That's in there. I don't know why. I don't see a spot to put this. Oh, maybe that's just to hold it in place. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna have to look that one up. That online. Maybe this pin needs to go down further. And it's just not doing it. Is that possible? It is possible. There is a little bit of play here. So something is very wrong here. You can see it's not sitting down, and I can't get that bolt there to lock in, and that's sitting up. And the reason why is because this thing is upside down. So while I thought maybe I have to just take this apart and redo it. Boy, oh man. All right, well, I think I see the problem. I installed these upside down, and so this lip needs to be facing up. At least I'm going to try that. All right, here goes nothing. Not a big deal. Just don't give up, Dave. Come on, man. You can do it. So you can see from this angle exactly how nicely that fits right in there, snug. Yeah. And that's solid right now. And then over there, how nice and snug that is. So this is the proper way to do it, folks. I don't know why you're wasting my time here watching this video with some guy who doesn't know what he's doing. All right, well, listen, folks, there it is. We got the Gen Y puck hitch all installed. Tomorrow morning is going to be the day when we tow the Brinkley Z3100 with Big Blue for the first time. I can't wait. You know, I'm having so much fun learning. I hope you guys don't mind watching somebody stumble their way through all this stuff. It's all new to me. I don't know. Anyway, thanks again for watching another episode of Dave and Kathy Unplugged. Look how beautiful that truck is. I can't wait to tow tomorrow. This is going to be amazing. Bye-bye.